Welcome, welcome, everybody. So, this is Diane Covington, and I'm going to share with you tonight a little bit about team building. So, I'd love for you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to think about why would you want to team build? I mean, let's just brainstorm for a second, right? Why would you want to team build? Maybe you're thinking, I could make a commission, I could make money, which is always a great thing, right? So, yes, you do earn a commission when you team build. And if you don't know and understand that, then talk to your director and she can walk you through that. But team building is one reason to add a team member. Why else would you want to team build? Maybe to pass on the legacy of Mary Kay. So feel free to grab your piece of paper and pen and just start jotting down like why would I want to share this career opportunity with somebody? Maybe it's someone who's really loyal to the product. And so you know that she could get everything at 50% off, and that would be great to have her save money, right? Maybe you know somebody who could use the confidence. Maybe she's a little shy or just her confidence isn't where she wants it to be. And so for her to team build means that she might know somebody who could use a little extra confidence, right? And public speaking, like all of those things. A lot of people that's like they don't like public speaking. They don't like a lot of that stuff. So I'm going to actually just ask all of you guys that are observing just to turn your cameras off if you guys don't mind, because it allows me to do the recording better. Okay. So, anyway, so we're talking about team building. So, yes, what's in it for her is confidence, right? The 50% discount. Um, the hanging out with five people. You become like the five people you spend the most time with. Why else would why else is there a reason that someone would want to join? Maybe she wants to be on your team. Remember, there are going to be people in your life, and this is one of the most important concepts I want you to grab tonight or today, whenever you're watching this video, is that there are going to be people who will join your team because you have a goal and a passion. Let's say you want to get into a red jacket, or you want to go into DIQ, or you want to become a director. And you will have girlfriends or customers that will say, I'll join with you, Susie, because I want to help you become a director. She can't see that for herself, but she wants to be a part of your vision. And you know what? When I first heard those words out of Mary Kay's mouth, I thought, well, that kind of made me feel like a little guilty. Like, well, I don't want her to be part of my vision. I want her to have her own vision. But some people don't want that. They don't want a bigger vision. They're happy where they're at, or they don't see anything yet. That doesn't mean they won't come in and grow. Like, remember, I came in just for the half off. So you will have people, though, who will say, I want to be part of your team because they know you're going somewhere, the car, the DIQ. So the lesson behind that is don't ever feel bad about sharing your dream with the people you want to share this opportunity with. Okay. That's really, really key because, like I said, she might say, well, I don't know if I'm interested in the half off. I mean, everyone's interested in half off. Let's be real. But they may not see what you see because they're on I call it the brown side of the fence. They're not on the pink side of the fence yet. So they don't see what we see. But they could see other opportunities. They could see, well, gosh, you know what? There's many, many women out there that are not confident in their public speaking. They're not confident in what they've got going on in their life. Maybe their kids have just moved out of the house. So there's so many reasons. And I will tell you is that the season they are in is going to change once they come into Mary Kay. Did you hear that the season? So I joined solely for the half off and to help my sister become a red coat. She kept telling me about this red coat. And I'm like, I didn't get it. I thought it was silly. I rolled my eyes and I said, how pathetic is that, that my college degree sister is wanting to be a little red coat. I didn't know what that meant, but it was important to her. But when I heard the 50% discount, I was all in. Does that make sense? So I'm going to share with you guys something on a screen. Now, in case you don't know this, Mary Kay has something that you will get a lot of recognition at Career Conference for, and that is called MK Confident. It used to be called Mary Kay University. And the reason they revamped it is because in 2020, when the world got shut down, a lot of us had to pivot and learn how to work virtual. Now, some people were already working virtual, so it wasn't as much of a transition. Others had never done anything and were so used to sitting across a table, getting feedback, getting body language, being able to be in their space and be able to close that way. And doing things virtually is different. So the company kept adding more modules and modules to the point they decided to revamp it. So they revamped it, and what you're seeing in front of you is a thing called MK Confident. So when you log on to Mary Kay in Touch, this is something, you guys, that'll show up on your bling badge for career conference and seminar. So you definitely want to do this. And the timing is perfect because we have till the end of February to get it done. But don't wait. So these are all the different modules. One's called Great Start. Now, let's say you've been in 5 years. You're like, well, I don't need that module. Yes, you do. Because guess what? You're going to want to know what's going on for your new team member. What do they get? Like, how does it work for them? So yes, you do need to know this. The next one is product education. We all need product education. And we're going to talk in a minute about how you can sell yourself on the fact that you've got product education. Team building is what we're going to talk about tonight. Ready in red. Who's ready to come in and be in red? Okay, being a DIQ. It just walks you through all of this. Now, of course, I've got a sales director module, which you guys won't have, but then there's the, or maybe you will, I don't know. Anyway, there's also the social media thing is amazing. So when you click on one of these, like I clicked on team building, okay? And what happens when you click on team building is it shows you all these different modules. One module is introduction to team building. Why you and why now? Rewards of sharing the opportunity. Okay, empowering others, different ways to start. So these are all part of the education of team building. Okay, rewards of choosing Mary Kay. So let's click on this one for just a second. And this is all on, hold on one quick second. If you guys can just all make sure that you are muted, I would really appreciate it, because then the recording just records better. Okay, so we're going to click on this, why you. Now, here's what I love about MK Confident is, let's say you're 30 minutes into a lesson and you get a phone call from a frantic neighbor, or one of your kids comes in and you have to help them with homework or whatever. You literally, when you log out of here, it will save exactly where you are. And when you come back in, you can take up right where you left off, which is huge. Okay. Now, my suggestion to you is that you get this done in a 2-week period. It would be, and here's the mindset that I have. If I paid $1,000 to take a class that I knew was going to double my business, would I show up? Well, yeah, for 2 reasons. One is I paid $1,000 to do it, and it's going to double my business. Well, it doesn't cost $1,000; it costs zero. It costs nothing for you to do this. But I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, it'll build your confidence and it'll allow you to look at your business differently. So let's just click on this one module. Why you? Why now? So when we click on this, it's going to show you these are all the different chapters. So there's a total of how many badges within here? There's 7 lessons within the why you, why now. And I'm going to put on my glasses so I can actually see this. Okay, so it says, as an independent beauty consultant, you can work your business however it fits into your life. So right here, it says, what's your story? Now, what I love about this is when you click on this, you're going to hear this gal, and it's called Jen's story. And Jen tells a story that she grew up in Atlanta. It's super cute. And I'm going to play it with you really, really quick. I just want to make sure that I'm sharing sound. There's a reason why I'm going to share this with you. Give me 1 second. Share computer sound, stereo. There we go. All right.
This is Jen, and this is Jen's story, or at least partly Jen's story. Jen is 28, lives in Atlanta, loves a good story, has a fulfilling job, and an excellent bunny. Jen is convinced there has to be a fun and flexible way to enrich my life. What convinced her was hearing Kathy's story. Kathy actually lives in Charlotte, has 2 kids, 1 very active puppy, and a husband who loves to travel but doesn't like heights. Kathy set up a meeting in the neighboring state because after starting her business, working her business, and growing her business, she was ready to expand her business, which is kind of like growing it, but more, expansive. Which probably leads you to the question, what business? That's the same question Jen had. So Kathy told her the Mary Kay Ash story, the story of how Kathy built a business that fits into her life.
Now, I just want to pause and make one comment. Although this video is geared toward a very young woman who lives in Georgia, and how this is applicable to everybody, because even if you're an empty nester in your 50s or you are in your 20s with no kids, this is something that everyone's going to be able to be relatable to because it fits into their life. So just keep watching and you'll see why.
See, Kathy wanted to have flexibility. She wanted time with her family and a fulfilling business. Why not both? Now she gets to sell high-quality products, earning up to 50% on items sold at suggested retail. She has more time for fun with her kids and husband, doing the things they love. But those are stories for another time. Then Kathy told Jen, "My story is just a continuation of a lot of other stories." Mary Kay Ash's story, the story of the amazing products made to the highest safety and quality standards, and the stories of the millions of women who have come before, like the woman who first invited Kathy to take a look at starting a Mary Kay business, Christina. Christina's story is very different to Kathy's. While Kathy wanted more time at home, Christina was a full-time nurse who wanted to do everything in her power to assist her community. That meant taking care of her mom, her aunt, and lending a helping hand to anyone in her family that needs it. Christina's story is all about helping her family and her community. And then Christina told her story to Kathy, and Kathy seized the opportunity to build a fun, flexible business that fits her life. She started having meetings, telling the Mary Kay Ash story, telling Christina's story, telling her own story, in her own city, then the city next to her city, then the state next to her state, and eventually she told her story to Jen, who, as we've stated, loves a good story. But she had questions too. What if I don't have the skills I need? That's another thing I love about my Mary Kay business. You may be in business for yourself, but you are never by yourself. And it allows you to be who you want to be. So that's the story. That's the story. That's a good story. Jen loves a good story. I think I said that already. Which is when Jen decided to start her own Mary Kay story, which is also in part Kathy's story, and Christina's story, and Mary Kay Ash's story, which leads to the question, what's your story? Are you ready to find out if starting a Mary Kay business can give you the chance to make a little extra money on the side while working a business that just fits into your life? The flexibility allows you to balance and prioritize what's most important to you: faith, family, career, whatever's important to you. Ask yourself, is this opportunity for me? Talk to an independent beauty consultant or go to marykay.com and find out if it's time to start your own Mary Kay business.
Okay, so would you guys agree that that video really covers ethnicities, ages, and what drives people? You've got a young girl who looks like maybe a young woman who's maybe in college or right out of college, and another gal who's a nurse, and another gal, but it's all about telling each other their story. So that's going to be my first question to ask you is, are you telling your story? Now, if you have a lot of trauma and drama going on in your life right now, you don't have to tell them that part of your story necessarily, but you can say, well, when Mary Kay found me, let's say you've been in 4 years ago, 4 years ago, I was a newlywed and now I'm a mom of one. Or when Mary Kay found me 7 years ago, I was wherever you were, because it makes you relatable. And then you can share the Mary Kay opportunity. So once you've done this, okay, you all see that video, right? Then you click on complete, meaning I've now completed that video. So now that literally says that one, I got 10 points. Yippee-ki-yay. I learned I finished that one lesson, right? Going down to here. Now it says check out more lessons. Why you and why now? So this is the one on It Fits My Life. So what these all are is these are all short modules. So that says you've got a life brimming with plans, peoples, and possibility. Your dreams come in all shapes and sizes. But then it talks about what are your goals? Everyone's got different goals when they start their business. Some people, honestly, they don't have a goal. Their goal is just to get half off, or their goal is to hang out with positive people. And I'll tell you why that's very common. Because a lot of people, especially if they're struggling emotionally or financially, they're in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you don't dream much. Your goal is to pay rent or pay the bills. Okay. And so it says right here, find out how the Mary Kay opportunity fits perfectly into Marnie's busy life as a mother of 7. Now, I will tell you, this video, you all need to save this video. It's on Mary Kay in Touch. I'm just going to show you the very beginning opening clip just because I want you to see it.
The Mary Kay business has afforded me the opportunity to be able to be a present mom. And I have to be. I have 7 children. Wow. So when I started my Mary Kay business when I was in college, my reason was I pictured myself before I was even married being able to be a present mom and raise my children. And today I'm able to live out that dream.
So her whole video goes over all the kids, all the 7 kids, all of that stuff, which is really, really exciting. So again, that is the video. Do you agree that those fit different lifestyles, different situations, right? So then module 3 says why you, this one helps me be me. This one, the reason she did is because products you can believe in. And then share the heart of Mary Kay. Now, this is the last one I wanted to share with you because Jacqueline Aracon, this is only a minute long. I want you just to check this out.
What motivates me is changing the lives of other women and let their God-given talents develop. Because I'm the owner of my time, I can organize myself, I can do things with my family, meet people. I mean, it's something that's truly priceless. It's what I like most about Mary Kay.
Okay, again, I'm not going to take the time to go through this, but do you guys see how you could literally pull up a laptop and have a prospect at coffee and say, you know what, I really want to watch these videos. They're all under 3 minutes. Will you watch them with me? And you could literally click on all these modules. These are also in Video Lounge, okay? But the great thing about all the information in here, both when you go to all these, here's resource tab over here. It has all the stuff for team building. Here's Color Confident, DIQ, new independent beauty consultants, Ready in Red, sales director, skincare confidence, social media. These are all things. And this one, of course, has 2 folders, English and Espanol. And the English folder is Introduction to Team Building. Why you and why now? Rewards of choosing Mary Kay. Now I want to show you this one particular folder because when you look in here, here's how to lead with confidence. You can literally insert the link so this person can open this flyer. Did y'all know we even had these? So if you look on this, this is lead with confidence, best practice to consider for Mary Kay team builders, learning to lead, lead yourself and lead your team. So if you read that and you say, well, I'm learning to lead, I can lead myself and I want to lead my team, then you know what? Step up, get into red. Mary Kay, the company right now is growing so fast, but we need more directors. There are a lot of nationals retiring. And so the company is really encouraging us to develop more directors so that the go-give area of consultants isn't so big. So I'm asking you guys, who's ready to step up? Literally step up. Now, here's another great flyer. I give this flyer out a lot. I literally run this off and hand it out at events because there are women out there who don't know anything about Mary Kay. They don't know we've been in business 60 years, or better yet, they might have been misinformed. They'll say, oh, Mary Kay's multi-level, or oh, Mary Kay says you have to start with a $5,000 inventory, or oh, Mary Kay does this. It's like, no, no, no. This talks about our company right here. This talks about the Mary Kay products, how many patents we have, how 39 products have the Good Housekeeping seal. This talks about our positive impact, the amount of money we've raised for shelters, landfills, the recycling program. This is about the Mary Kay business. And then, of course, we've got our values, family owned and led, millions of women. Like, this is so much about our company. And this would be a great flyer. In fact, you could even put this in your reorder bags. And then, of course, they've got, last but not least, sorry, it's uploading, this, which are steps to success. So this gives you an idea of, these are all the steps for an independent beauty consultant. Here's a team leader and an elite team leader, all the perks. What do all the perks get that a team leader, a star team builder has 3 on her team. Here's all the perks of what she gets. And then you go steps to success and you get up here to directorship and look at how long this list is, right? And then of course there's national sales director. So these, and then here's the 3 cars you can earn. There's the Chevy trucks, the Chevy Equinox, the Cadillac. So again, these are all things, if you are interviewing somebody or sharing the opportunity, I shouldn't call it an interview, but sharing the opportunity with somebody who is very driven at her corporate job, these are things she's going to want to know is, well, what's the perk to moving up? Like, why would I want to move up? It's like, let me show you these. So you can print these out as PDFs. You can see this button right up here on the right. You can download them to your computer. So you could send these to anybody. But keep in mind, and I want you to hear my heart on this one, you don't want to give all this information to everybody. It's not that we don't want to give it to them. Sometimes it's information overload. And I hate to use this verbiage, but it's almost like we barf Mary Kay all over them. And then they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, so this is an interesting flyer. I looked at this earlier and it's called What's in It for Them. And it's a video. I'm not going to play the whole thing right now, but it goes into, it's only 4 minutes, but it talks about why would a potential team member want to join Mary Kay? So we'll just play like 30 seconds of this really quick.
Sharing the Mary Kay business opportunity is one of the most rewarding parts of being an independent beauty consultant. So I'm excited to share with you some
It froze,
tips
but
to help you do just that. Mary Kay Ash used to say that everyone tunes into the same radio station, WIIFM. What's in it for me? So remember that when you're having team building conversations and your potential team members ask you about the perks of having a Mary Kay business, what's in it for them? Of course, I believe the perks are endless, but here are the few I like to focus on. First, extra money.
you
I
might
like
jot
to
these
say
down.
I've never met anyone who was just too cashed up that they wouldn't take some extra money, right? And I'm so grateful that in Mary Kay, we can earn up to 50% profit on everything we sell at suggested retail. What that looks like is once you've activated your earn discount privilege by placing a $225 wholesale
And
order.
we're not going to go through this whole thing, guys, because we don't have time. But again, these are all things that are available to you guys. So there's also a thing is what's in it for both of you, and then what's in it for you. And it talks about the commissions you can earn and all of that. But you guys, there is no crystal ball. There is no cookie cutter. There is no roadmap that says this right here makes the perfect team member, right? There isn't one. And so what we have to remember is that every single person who we share this opportunity with, they are going to benefit from being a part of this company. They will truly, truly benefit. So, what I'm saying to you is that whether you're at a facial, a reorder drop off, or a skincare class, or an event, maybe you're at a booth event, maybe you're at a bridal fair, a quinceanera event, are you sharing the opportunity? And so, here's what that might look like. I just did a party with 11, no, 10, 11-year olds. Or were they 12? Maybe they were 12, 10, 12-year olds, and two moms and a grandma. Now, I've never seen a more out of control class. I'm so glad none of you were there to watch because it was just insane. But the girls had a blast. So I'm trying to follow up with every mom. But here's what I did is I pulled the two moms and the grandmother aside. And this is literally what I said before the party. I said, you guys, said, ladies, I'm so glad to meet you. My name is Diane Covington. I said, I've been a part of Mary Kay Cosmetics for over 30 years. And I said, I'm hoping that one of you is inspired and has so much fun tonight that you decide to join Mary Kay. And I'll tell you why, is that these young ladies all know each other. Now, I didn't say this in front of the girls. This is just to the two moms and the grandmother. And the grandmother was like 62 and totally hip and into everything. And I said, I'm hoping that one of you decide to join because I, as your mentor, will be able to coach you and mentor you to take over this entire group as customers. Yes, I could sell to all 10 of those girls and their moms. Absolutely. But they would buy more from each other. And so but I planted a seed. That's my whole point of this conversation is I planted a seed. And I said, just watch what I do. This isn't difficult. And I said, and the discount that you get on your own product will blow your mind. It's bigger than you could possibly imagine. And so the grandmother goes, well, what's the discount? I said, well, I'm not supposed to tell you, but it's 50%. She went, are you kidding? I said, no, ma'am, I'm not. I said, so you guys just watch what I do and see if one of you might want to take this on, whether you want to build a business or take this as a business, but let me know what you think. Okay, so at every facial, are you saying that? At every facial, are you saying, I'm looking for somebody like you, or being specific? I'm looking for a young Latina mom. I'm looking for a 50-year-old woman who's ready to reinvent herself. I'm looking like, are you being specific on what you're looking for? Because if you say, who do you know who wants to join Mary Kay? They'll say, oh, I don't know anybody. So be really specific. But at every single party, every single double facial I walk into, I think maybe there's got to be a team member here somewhere. So that's one of the things I wanted to share with you guys about tonight. It is totally just whatever it is that you think about, right? And so I really want you guys to home in on that Mary Kay Confident because that is a module. Not only will you get recognition at Career Conference, which is fun, it'll be a big bling badge, a little icon on your bling badge. But more importantly, what is that going to do to your confidence? Now, I went down to the dollar store and I got a composition notebook. I don't have it here in front of me. And all the pages are stitched. Do I have it here? Nope. All the pages are stitched into it. And I just took a big creative marker and paper and I just put on the front of it, MK Confident. And as I do modules, if there's a text or I wrote down there, Marnie, and whatever her last name is, and I wrote Mom of Seven. And then the other gal, story from Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm writing down a little bit about each one, maybe her age, maybe her ethnicity, if she's Latina or she's African American or she's Caucasian, if she's got no kids, young, 10 kids, whatever, because I want to have that as a resource. Does that make sense? So what I'd love for you guys to do is, as I wrap this up, is I'd love for those of you who are watching this live is to type in the chat, what is your number one reason to share the Mary Kay opportunity? Because, you know, Mary Kay, before she passed away, she asked us to do only one thing: pass it on. And by that, she meant pass on the opportunity. Of course, pass on the skincare and let everybody try it, but pass on this opportunity. And I tell people this. I said, I believe from the bottom of my heart, I would say this to April. April, I believe every woman needs to be a part of this company for 1 year, because you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if during that year you make new friends, set big goals, you have fun, you make money, and if at the end of a year, if you don't literally love it, I'll take you back as a customer. But what if 2025 is your year to thrive? And you can't have a different year if you do the exact same thing you did last year. So what if you stepped out a little bit outside your comfort zone and just stepped out and play with me, run with me? We could have so much fun. So what do you say? Would you like to give this a try? And we just need to ask you guys, because if we don't ask, the answer is for sure going to be what? No. That's what the answer is going to be. It's going to be no if we don't ask. So it's our job to ask. And let me see what are some of the comments in the chat. Um, Patsy says that she was just a struggling mom. Someone else shared, Donna says, I like working with others. Katie says, make extra money for struggling moms like me. And April said, I did so much fun. And Katie was like, reinvent myself. So there's, you guys, there is no one cookie cutter answer. Connie says, to share the product because I feel it has worked well for me. April says, girlfriend time. Melanie says, I needed friends in a new hometown. Those are all totally complete, legit reasons to share this opportunity. And remember, don't ever not share it with somebody thinking that just because they don't have a big goal and a big dream, it's okay that they join to help you. I have had many, many offspring directors over all the years say to me, but Diane, my team isn't working, or I don't know what they're doing. And it's like, you know what? Let them be a part of your vision. You're the leader. Sometimes women will just want to be part of what you have going because you've got something going on. Does that make sense? Well, thanks you guys for listening. And please do the MK Confident. And this week, I want you to do something different. I want you to think about who are the women who need, excuse me, who our company needs, not who can I sign up to save. Not that I'm saying don't save everybody. I'm just saying, what if you specifically this week ask God every day, God bless me with a woman in my path today that is mentally and financially healthy and is ready to impact the lives of other women. That's what I'm looking for. So you can too if you just ask. All right, you guys, thanks for listening tonight.